a key backup or a key bypass is really what this is. And in our opinion, when customers ask about something like this, we want to steer them away from this lock because it has a lot of flaws to it. So generally what we tell people to look for is a UL listed lock. And one of the biggest reasons is something that's a UL listed lock is going to use a recognized template. So this is what is referred to often as the magic mount template. It's fairly common in safes, everything from the commercial world, residential, and every single lock that you see up here uses that template. So, on a quality safe with a simple screwdriver, I can put this push button electronic lock on from Sargent and Greenleaf. I can put this ProLogic from Securim on. I can put this high security key lock on, biometric, or mechanical lock, all because it uses that recognized template. But what we're starting to see more and more, especially on the import products, is these cheap little solenoid locks. And you have some huge flaws with these. Is one, you'll notice the template, the mounting, is completely different. So, we're in a showroom that has a couple hundred safes, and this lock fits pretty much everything, to where this lock fits almost, well, nothing except for this safe. And the reason you see manufacturers use this is one, it's cheap. I mean, this lock is something that they can get the safe to market, drive the cost down. The problem is in the future, when it's time to replace it, to do it correctly, it's going to cost you way more money than you ever saved, to correct it. So our recommendation is buy a safe that has a UL listed lock. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but it's going to give you a better safe to use for decades, and it's going to be cheaper in the long run. So some huge downfalls with this, besides the template not matching up with most other safes, is you can see I can just push this in. There is no resistance, or virtually no resistance, that forces that keeps this lock from being depressed. So on the little key bypass solenoid lock, how we could just push it in, we went over that. On a good UL listed lock, you are going to, and by the way, this has the back faceplate taken off of it, so you can see inside. You can't just bypass the lock by pressing it. Once you turn into your combination, the lock is going to release to where this will open up. But until then, that tongue is going to stay locked. And this is rated at 225 pounds of resistance. So we've yet to be able to break one through side pressure, but that's another important feature. So here's the lock mounted, and there is your lock, which is supposed to be keeping the safe closed. But you can see you can press that in, and when that's pressed in, the mechanism can just slide right past. The other thing you want to watch out for is if you follow this wire back, it's leading to a reset button. So, it's something that if you drill through this very thin safe sidewall and can get something to press that button in, you're going to reset the code back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever the factory default code is. As far as steering clear of this, if the safe you're looking at has a key bypass, it's more than likely going to be a lot like this, and we do not recommend that. What you do want to look for is something that has that little marking right there, and that's going to be your UL rating. That's going to ensure that, one, you're getting a high quality lock and something that uses a recognized template, which again in the future is going to make you going to give you a lot more options as far as lock replacement. Also makes lock replacement and service more affordable in the future.